Hey guys, welcome to my channel. And today, I'll be reading When They're Cuddly by J. Pope on Wattpad. So let's get into it. Midoriya. Midoriya likes it very much when he's hugging your chest and when he could hear your heartbeat. It was relaxing and soothing to him. Not only did it assure him that you were safe and sound, but he liked the feeling of you pressed against him. And hearing your heartbeat constantly, well, it made him feel protected. He loved being smothered, and he preferred that when you were the big spoon. He was generally a shy boy, but when you guys start cuddling, just know that he won't let go. He was literally the most touch-starved boy, besides one Todoroki. He loves it when you stroke his hair, while his face is buried in your chest. And he had the habit of tracing patterns into your skin when he was bored. He always fell asleep easily when you hold him, and he would press kisses onto your shoulder. When you got cuddly, he would always be pouty when you were doing things, and would try to stay as close to you as possible without annoying you. But sometimes, when he really couldn't hold back, he would pick you up from whatever you were doing and take you to his arm just to hold you on your bed and hug you close, murmuring in your ear that he missed you so much. Bakugou. Katsuki was a tsundere. He likes it at night that he enjoys cuddles, but he sure as hell doesn't enjoy it. And it was kind of the only time that the two of you did not argue. He loved to be the big spoon most of the time, but sometimes he just wanted to be held. And you knew that. So, whenever a big fight happens, you usually just went behind him and become the big spoon, whispering into his ear, "I'm sorry, love." He turns around with a grin, and all is well. Fights never lasted between you two. When he was the big spoon, he would purposefully press you against his chest and kiss the side of your neck to make you giggle. It really was hard to sleep like that, but it was fun, seeing you laugh and all. Todoroki Shouto. He was as innocent as a baby. It made everything all the more adorable. Literally, the first time you asked him to cuddle, he was simply so confused. What is cuddling? You explained that, and he just went right red, agreeing quickly. And let's just say, it was hella cute. His favorite possession was when you were facing each other and your feet were tangled. You are against his chest and your hand laces around his back. And he practically melts every time you stroke his back. That was so freaking cute. He tends to softly hum under his breath while the two of you cuddle. And he would refuse to let you go, even during the first time. Cuddling becomes his kryptonite, even if he was a very shy boy. But he was very clingy indeed. Kirishima. He loved to do it as much as possible, and normally, he would keep his hands to himself. He was a very polite gentleman. He would never go as far as to do something without your permission. But he would love to wrap his arms around your waist and press you close to him. He loved that when you laid on his arm and gently traced patterns on his face. And he also likes it when you guys held hands during a cuddle. It was usually very soft and tender. He was very clingy, but he would not try to annoy you. So if you wanted to get up, and he still hasn't had enough of your hugs, he would still let go, just because he can't annoy you, and he doesn't want you to be upset with him. But he'll always be waiting for the next opportunity for you two to cuddle. Kaminari. Kaminari, he would move a lot. Like, a lot. He would non-stop change his position. He liked being the big spoon and the little spoon, so he would keep changing just to do both. He would find it very, very difficult to hold still. But at least that was part of his charm. It was kind of what made him Kaminari. He didn't care very much whether you were the big spoon or the little spoon. He just wanted to hold you and be held back. Love and be loved. He presses kisses to your hair or shoulder from time to time. And, surprisingly enough, when you fall asleep, he doesn't move around much. He likes to run his fingers through your hair. And he secretly loved it when he did the same for him. Iida. At first, he was too nervous to cuddle. I was taught to be respectful, Mayan, he would say. But he always managed to convince him with one thing: the puppy dog eyes. His only weakness. And then the two of you were cuddling. His preferred position is him on his back, with you in his chest. He likes to stroke your hair gently and feel your warmth against him. He usually massages your shoulders and presses soft kisses to your head and forehead. Before going to sleep, he squeezes you tightly against him, closing his eyes, feeling the soft rise and fall of your chest. Hanta Sero. Sero loved that when you two cuddled. And when you first tried this, he didn't mind. He was actually pretty excited. He enjoyed being the little spoon, but most of the time, he was too embarrassed to admit that, so he would be the big spoon. Eventually, though, he found out about that, and you switched positions more often, with you being the big spoon, cradling him close to your chest, and softly brushing your fingers through his hair. And as soon as you did that, he was then closer to the baby than anything. He would always close his eyes and melt into your touch, soon falling asleep to the feeling of your hand and the warmth of your body enveloping him completely.